Okay, I just have to get this off of my chest. The Avatar franchise is 100% based off of South Sudanese people. Literally, phenotypically taken from us. Tall, lanky, dark, ethereal, otherworldly. We're not called blue-black for no reason. Names like this new character, Varang. Meanwhile, our homies on the block are called Garang, Gatluak. You've got the Acholi, like Suli. It's not just the Aduts and the Anoks, because when you hear the language of the Na'avi, at least as a South Sudanese person, you're like, Aiwa, manangajwak, which sounds mad familiar, right? Yeah. And we've been covering ourselves in ash for centuries. It's a tradition shaped by our climate and cattle herding cultural practices. All of our style, clothing, and drip down to the jewelry brought. This man is who they archetyped for sure. Because wouldn't it be weird to see a movie with a bunch of blonde-haired, blue-eyed, tall people with axes and hammers living on boats as a way of life and not give a nod to like Viking culture? And you might think like, why does any of this matter? It's all made up anyway. Well, Kat, no, it's not. You're actually telling the story of real people, like Pocahontas. It's fiction rooted in real people, which in this case erases those people from any credit of their own culture, only to be remembered through a myth, which is problematic because fiction becomes fact when it's the only version that people ever see. Ask any indigenous person how real Pocahontas turned out. And as a filmmaker myself, my commitment to the craft is about the truth, because good filmmakers want to tell the most authentic version of a story, even if it's fictional. Exploitative filmmaking doesn't aim to tell the most honest story. They go for the cheapest version that appeals to the widest market. And that market is usually shaped towards the most basic, flattened understanding of a people or culture. So should filmmakers be allowed to make whatever they want? Could Zoe Saldana play Nina Simone? Sure. Would it be the most honest rendition of that story? Probably not. And why does this matter in context to Avatar? Because it takes the cultural and underdog humanness of a place like South Sudan, the youngest country in the world, which quite literally defied every odd to gain its sovereignty, and attributes all that world building to Hollywood. And I promise you that Hollywood is not building the future. It just continues to cosplay and recycle these types of stories, strips them for aesthetics, repackages them with CGI, AI, and then calls it innovation. But this is why I love AI, because it is democratizing means of production. So I don't have to wait for my story to be greenlit, or worse, stolen and repackaged by the same machine that first told me that it had no value. So
you're telling me Varang is not my name? And realistically, if y'all didn't know, the movie Avatar has been based on South Sudanese people. In 2009, when this was released, we were still in a war. It wasn't that we were out of this war. We were still in a civil war. We were actually fighting and killing each other. What they decided to do is, instead of stopping the war, instead of waiting till the war ended, they went ahead and made a movie based on our culture. So Avatar is actually the highest grossing film of all time. I do not pass a day where I'm walking and somebody doesn't say, hey, you look like an avatar. Hey, you look like an avatar. And realistically, I do look like Avatar. My skin is very deep. There was a photo just dropped on Avatar, and in the photo, the person's name is Varang. It's very similar to my name. My name is Garung, or my name is Garung, as you say it ethnically. This name has been passed down throughout generations. It's a very, very common name in our culture. But the movie Avatar, all the things that you see happen, a lot of people think that movies are just movies. They're not. The movie Avatar was based on a lot of real events, a lot of things that actually happened, a lot of things that displaced our people. What's insane about this is, instead of giving our people an opportunity to act in the movie that is based on us, there's no South Sudanese featured on this film. I am an actor. I'm a model/actor, and there is no models featured on this film from our country. How does that make sense? You made a whole movie based on South Sudanese culture, based on our color, based on our people, based on our height, but all you use is CGI, all you use is animation, and you do not actually use any of our people. That doesn't make sense. Nobody's in the staff, nobody's on the modeling cast, there's no credit to South Sudan. Most of the world doesn't even know that this movie is based on South Sudan and the culture of South Sudan. I'd love to be a part of an Avatar film. I'd love to be a part of a live action. I'd love to be a part of that. Avatar is just not a movie that they just made up. It is about our life. It is about actually what is going on. Avatar, if you see this, y'all are doing amazing. Y'all are the highest grossing movie of all time. My country is on the verge of starvation. Our poverty rate is higher than any poverty rate on the planet. We have a higher death rate than anybody on the planet. Babies are coming in, but people are dying just as fast. As you are making money on y'all's films, as y'all are continuing to make millions and billions of dollars, understand that, hey, we would love to be a part of that film. We would love to be a part of Avatar. And hey, look, there's a lot of models to choose from now. There's a lot of actors. There's a lot of people that would love to be on that film, that would love to be part of the set about a movie that is about us. Avatar is about us, okay? And that is my name. That's literally my name right there. That's crazy.
Stop wasting your energy on people who don't value you. If someone treats you like you don't matter, the strongest response isn't anger, it's action.
Toroidal breath, bring the spirit home. Excitator locks the temple builder, caught in the light. Face to the east when you rise at night. Mason of the heart, shriner in the mind. Infinite design in the soul we find. We rise, the temple is we. Pineal open, we sight infinite. Taros in motion, no grid can bind. We are the light that the night can't find. Excitator locks the temple builder, caught in the light. Face to the east when you rise at night. Mason of the heart, shriner in the mind. Infinite design in the soul. 7 seals, 7 tones, 7 rays. Merkaba spinning the higher ways. Your spine the pillar, your breath the key. Unlock the gates to eternity.